We find out from Bob how the forecast will affect containment efforts.
Well, as we do every night, we kind of try and show you where the oil is, and we'd like to do it through the satellite. But unfortunately, the past several days, right where the oil spill is off the mouth of the river, well, you'll see the clouds keep coming across and obscuring our view from the oil. So doggone it, that's what's happened again today. Can't really pick it out. Here's the delta here, and somewhere underneath these clouds is the oil. So we have to go by the flyover that NOAA puts out where the oil is. Now the sheen, again, this is not everywhere, but there are hints of oil all the way west of, say, Morgan City, and some of it is coming ashore on the island south of Terrebonne Parish, so we already know that, and it's on shore at Fouchon. Now this is their forecast for tomorrow. Now notice, we're going to move this ahead for Sunday, and it doesn't, this northern edge here doesn't really move much, but now I want you to watch what happens to the western edge as we go into, say, Monday. You see the western edge seems to bow out like so, and the northern edge comes a little farther southward. So those of you watching along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, that is good news for you, because it looks like that the main slick is not coming your way. And I think a lot of that's probably because of the ocean currents, because the winds will be decreasing. And also they've kind of shifted direction. They're no longer out of the south. They're more easterly, so that's not forcing the oil northward, so that is a good reason. So let's review what moves this oil. We know it's the strong winds, but the winds are not going to be strong this weekend. We also know that sometimes tidal flow is a factor, and the tidal flow is increasing, so it's going to be up around 2 feet. Now the ocean currents, obviously, they play a vital role, and we just don't know what the high river flow is doing, but we think that is in our favor. Here's the ocean currents. The main loop current is south of where the spill is, but notice the spill seems to be going more southward than northward, and that is good news, and it's expected to go more westward here. Well, let's plot in the ocean currents over the northern Gulf, and you see what happens if we have an east wind going with the westward moving water current. Maybe the water just won't go into, say, Terrebonne Bay and Barataria Bay. It'll just keep going westward, or the slick rather, it'll keep going westward and not impact the main marsh areas. We hope so. And along the Mississippi Gulf Coast and Louisiana east side of the river, it's encouraging. And part of that reason is because the winds are dying. As you can see tonight, there's a couple that are still brisk, but these will come down overnight and tomorrow, but mainly because this high river, which is partly because of the floods of Nashville like 2 weeks ago, at 7 p.m. tonight, it's actually down just a smidge, but it's 11.5 feet, expected to go up to 13 feet here a week from today. So this high water is coming out, and it's actually, I think, helping to keep some of the water from getting into the marshes all across on either side of the river, down in Lower Plaquemines and in St. Bernard. So that's the situation tonight. I'm going to show you what some of the wind currents are doing right now, and you can see on land, they've decreased. Offshore, there's still, say, 18 to 20 knots. So there's still a bit of a breeze, but things are coming down. And again, that direction shifted from the south, confirmed by tonight's sunset. Notice, you know, the sunset's in the west. So we're looking west, and the clouds are going straight towards the sun. So the low level moving from the east, and the higher level going in a different direction. Let's hope that all is in our favor for this oil slick. The bottom line that John was talking about, if we could get it capped and stopped and we could start the cleanup, I think we'd all feel a whole lot better. But right now, they start moving it more westward over the weekend, and so that kind of makes people nervous on the west side of the river. They actually have opened up some areas on the east side to fishing for this weekend, so that is some good news tonight. Yeah, nature's given us some time if we can take advantage of it. Yes. All right, thanks, Bob Brett.